In the United States, what are the main variants of the virus that causes COVID-19? Our sources are Dr. Andrew Pekosh, a microbiologist from Johns Hopkins University, Dr. William Schaffner, an infectious diseases expert from Vanderbilt University, and the CDC.
Variants happen with viruses all the time.
The trick is to distinguish variants that really have no great meaning or implication from variants of interest.
Our experts say those coronavirus variants of interest break into two categories. The first is mutations that allow the virus to spread more easily. The variant first discovered in the United Kingdom falls into this category. The second category is mutations that may resist immunity. This is where the bulk of the other variants fall. The mutations discovered in New York and California, along with the mutation first discovered in Brazil. But falling into both categories is the variant first identified in South Africa.
It can do both. And so therefore, that is telling us that the virus is mutating even more effectively than we thought it could before. And so those are the particular viruses that we want to keep an eye on.
Both of our experts say it's important to note, even if the variants show some resistance to the vaccines are still highly effective.
It's clear that the vaccine is protecting nearly 100% from hospitalizations and deaths, even with these variants.
Yeah, and another thing to point out is that as the virus goes through the population, it presents more opportunities for these mutations or these variants. So like I said, as the virus runs rampant, we could see more mutations. However, both of our experts said that's why vaccines are so important, because every time someone's vaccinated, that represents a potential dead end for the virus and therefore a way to stop the mutations. So that's why the vaccines play all the more important role in ending the pandemic. But for now, with your Verify, I'm Matt Gregory.